Hello guys, it is Hannibal here from Archangel's Custom Toys, and today we are taking a look at Colonial Marine Private Rico Frost. However, if you do your background research, his actual name is Robert Frost. Now, it seems Frost has got himself in a dilemma with two xenomorphs here. Big chap and battle alien. So, let's break this little scuffle up and take a closer look at the figure. So, Robert Frost has quite a decent amount of accessories. These are not the only two. I do have the others. They're actually stored on him. So, first we'll take a look at his helmet, which is quite nice. And it's moulded to fit his head, which was originally introduced with Newt, as in the Comic-Con exclusive, who had that helmet. So here it is. Now, I have painted this silver, just to give it a bit more depth. This was originally separate and attached via these two little things. I have glued it to the base of this because it kept on coming off. And I've also glued the chin strap so that it makes it easy to attach to his head. To attach it to his head, by the way, the head, because this is the same body as Hicks and Hudson, the head is on a double ball peg, as you can see right there. To attach the helmet, you just weave it over like that. Now, Frost's other accessory is his iconic flamethrower, which has a custom-made sling made out of an elastic band. Without the sling, the flamethrower is fine. It is removable. Now, it does, as all of them, have a removable drum, which is pretty cool. There's not really much said to me about it. It does have some custom paint here to look like heat distortion on the end of the barrel. Frost's other accessories are the standard Colonial Marine shoulder lamp, which just had to be glued in place because, unfortunately, it broke. It's a bit brittle. And this does not come off because some glue got in there and stopped it from coming out. So, you know. The other accessory he has is the satchel, which is glued to his shoulder there because it keeps on coming off. Because I always hook it up there and it keeps falling off, so I glued it in place. The other accessory is here. His VP-70 handgun, which is very nice. Now, I did paint that little bit silver there, just to kind of tweak it up a bit. Now, a lot of people say this is black plastic. It would have been better if it was black plastic, because, and you can even see the little notch there, all the paint's chipping off. Now, as you can see, you can hold it really well. Taking a look at Robert Frost's sculpt, I have removed the helmet just so we can get a closer look at his head. This is a fantastic likeness to Rico Ross, the actor who portrayed Frost in Aliens. And I have actually chatted to Rico on Twitter a bit. He's quite a nice guy. He has quite short hair here. His eyebrows are done nicely. His lips are done nicely. His eyes and his nose are all done very nicely. His armour is standard Colonial Marine armour with a unique shoulder piece here, which has a custom piece, which actually is so tiny. It actually says, if I zoom in there, when in doubt, nuke 'em. Such a small little detail that is great to see. Now, as you saw in the beginning of the review, he has a symbol of Africa, which says, One Universe, Ride or Die, Arnhem Forever, which I believe is a double A, N, actually an A, I think that's an R, is it? Yeah, it's an R. A-R-N-J-M-M. So, Arnhem. It's an African thing, I believe. The sleeves are very nicely done. They were used before in the Sergeant Craig Windrix figure. He does have his name tag there, which is a bit slanted on mine, but gives him a bit of personality. He has Heath there with an arrow and going through a heart, which was probably the actor's girlfriend at the time. The pants are standard camo pants with the bags and pouches all over. The knee pads, which are segmented for the articulation, look great along with the shin guards. And his boots are really nicely done. For Frost's articulation, as previously mentioned, he does have a double ball peg at the head, so it can go down very far, up, not bad, rotate and tilt. Shoulders are on pin socket joints, so we go forward, backwards, hinge out to the side, hinge about 45 degrees at this elbow, and swivel, hinge, and hinge and swivel at the wrist. This arm, however, it usually goes there, but if you push it a bit, you can get it to go 90. Now, this does cause a bit of a problem when holding his weapon. I have figured a way to get past this. As you can see, he holds it at a downward angle. The way to pose him with his flamethrower pointing straight is to get the elbow like this, have it downward, have the wrist up, and then get this arm to hold it. Once done, he'll point the flamethrower quite nicely. The mid-torso is on a double ball peg, but does not have that much movement due to the armour and the sculpt of the body underneath. The waist, as you can see, right there is a cut joint, just below the double ball peg, hidden around here. The legs are on that great style of Neca joints, so they go forwards, backwards, out to the side, rotate at the upper thigh, double joint at the knee, and a ball joint at the foot. Now, Ripley has it in a bit of a different manner. She has hers mid-boot, whereas Frost has his at the very top of his boot. It's not bad, but it isn't... Well, actually, it's got a pretty decent pivot. It's not the best design, but it works. And also, an articulated toe. Yes, peg holes and copyright, as always. Overall, Robert Frost is a really good figure. He was not one on my priority list, I will say. I picked him up when I was in Spain, believe it or not, on my holiday. I saw him, I thought, you know what, yeah, I'll go for him, see how he is. And you know what? I do not regret it one bit. He is an exceptional figure. The quality is outstanding, the paint is great, the sculpt is good, articulation is good, and if you know how to work around it, you can get him holding the flamethrower straight. And his accessories are just perfect. They are... I couldn't ask for anything more with this guy. Actually, wait. I could ask for one thing. Maybe a blast effect to go in his flamethrower, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. It's still good that we get all the weapons with him. He is a minor character in Aliens. However, as Cynthia Dale-Scott on Twitter said to me, when I was having a discussion with her, no character is not important. They all had a role to play. And that is exactly the same for Frost here. He is a great character in my opinion, even though he was briefly used. And I do think this is a good figure to get. If you see one, by all means pick it up. Just beware that there are a few knockoffs on the market. And if you are a true Aliens fan, you'll get this guy because you want the whole Colonial Marine squad. So, I've been Hannibal Wolfgang, reviewing the great Robert Frost. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.